So my first question to you is, where were you on your health and fitness journey before joining the Boss Babe Fitness Academy?
Before the Boss Babe Fitness Academy, I would say my health and fitness journey was at a bare minimum. I was pretty sedentary and did not do any activity in the gym. Pretty much the only activities I did was just kind of go on hikes or walks or just kind of spend some days outside at the park and whatnot. So I would say from going to like 0 to completely changing my fitness style around to working out every day, and now fitness is constantly on my mind. And so each week I have a new goal of how am I going to accomplish my fitness journey and stay dedicated to it throughout, all days of the week, and just, be committed to it as part of a staple in my life now, like eating, drinking, sleeping.
Yes, drinking that water, girl.
I want to keep it kind of short. When I first started, I had been an athlete my whole life, right? I had always been an athlete, but I had kind of fallen off the track. I really, especially once I got pregnant in 2017, I kind of used that as an excuse, and I pretty much quit working out. I quit really eating healthy like the way I used to. And so that's where I was at back then. I mean, I was just totally, just didn't really know my self-worth. I was lazy, and I just wasn't ready to take the commitment yet to work out. It was like such a big commitment in my eyes to like go and have to do this rather than what I was used to doing, which was eating what I wanted and just, making excuses.
Yeah.
Woo, good question. Let's start with health. My health was a hot mess. I literally ate anything and everything that was bad. I had no rules and regulations for what I put in my body. I was just eating because I love food so much.
Mm-hmm.
I was probably eating out more than half the days in the week. And my fitness, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. So I was doing some other gym membership type of thing. And it just wasn't getting me to where I wanted to be. So even though I was working out, I wasn't really getting anywhere. So I would say I was at a standstill with my fitness.
So what was the triggering point for you to look into coaching, specifically Boss Babe Fitness Academy?
So I knew I had very specific goals, and I've had these goals for a long time. And prior to this, I had gained a ton of weight and lost it, gained it back, lost it. And I was like, I cannot go back into that cycle again. And I was hitting my 30-year mark. And at that point, your metabolism slows down, things just start to change. And I was like, this is not something that I can manage or handle on my own. And what I've been doing currently has just kept me stagnant, but it was not getting me to where I wanted to be. And I was like, if this is not helping and I can't do it on my own, then I need some one-on-one attention, which is what I wasn't getting with the other group program. And so the turning point for me was I want to go into my 30s looking bomb, looking right. And I have planned this entire photo shoot that I wanted to have, but then for my 30th birthday, but then I couldn't have it because I didn't feel like my body was where it needed to be. And so that was kind of my turning point. 30 years I needed to get to my dream body.
Yes. And one of the things that I love that you mentioned, it's so crazy because I have a lot of 29-year-olds in my program who are realizing, oh my God, I'm about to be 30 and I am not going into this new decade, not feeling like the version of myself that I want to be. And then another good point that you brought up was okay, if the program that I'm not doing isn't really aligned with my goals, and then I am not going to be able to figure this out on my own, then I need to seek a different level of support, which I feel like a lot of women on their health and fitness journey are so adamant of trying to figure out on their own without not even knowing the right questions to ask. So I thought that was cool.
That's so true. I was in that same position too, trying to figure it out on my own. I was like, oh, I can do this. No, I got this. And then it was month later, 2 months later, you still look the same. You don't know what you're doing. So yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Why did you finally decide to join the Boss Babe Fitness Academy? What was your triggering point where you were no more?
So I was about 30 pounds heavier than my old self. And one day I just looked in the mirror and I was like, this is not who I am. This is not me. and I didn't feel confident. I wasn't attractive. Gosh, it makes me emotional thinking back to that time. I was depressed. And then I came across you and I saw your body. I literally saw like some posts of you online. And I thought, oh my gosh, I can get back to that. I want to get back to where Gianna is at. I want to have the confidence that she has. So that was a big reason why I reached out to you.
Oh, yay. We literally remember the Facebook message, like, hey girl, blah, 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 I need you. And I was like, let's get on the phone.
Yeah. And this is back when you were just starting your journey too, like you were. And so that was really neat. You didn't have any like click here to sign up or anything. I just old school was like, hey, can you help me with fitness?
Yep, there was no fancy stuff, ladies, like it is now. No pretty groups or graphics or anything like that. So how did you find me?
I personally found you through my best friend Claire, who did your program. I first found you on Facebook.
Yep.
I think Claire posted a video giving a shout out to you in her beginning journey of her phase within working with you, I believe, within the first 2 months. And I thought, okay, let me follow Gianna. She looks like she's got a lot going on with health and fitness. Maybe she can give me some cool ideas. So that is where it initially started. What made me really want to jump on board with you is whenever I witnessed Claire in person for her wedding, and she looked fantastic. And I was like, wow, whatever she does, it works, you know? And I was like, this is my opportunity to, you know, jump on board and get with somebody who can teach me and give me all the information I need. Because a lot of times before I had a lot of questions. I couldn't do it on my own. I would just be like, I don't know if I'm doing this right. So you really helped me to like, you know, be a companionship and answer a lot of questions and just help me know a lot of the knowledge to know I'm doing everything right.
Yes, and we knew each other, but then I saw your Facebook post. That's what it was. It was on Facebook. Yeah. And then I think I just messaged you on Facebook, and and that's the when I reached out.
Yes. Oh my God. Okay, so the next question is, how did you find me, and how did we connect initially?
So we connected on good old Facebook.com. I think I was prospecting, you were prospecting, and then we both just happened to mix. And then I started to see like all of your content and posts and stuff. I was like, oh, like this girl's legit. Like she knows what she's doing. Her content's good. And so I was talking to you about marketing because I'm a business coach. And then you were talking to me about fitness because you're a fitness coach. And then like we kind of just exchanged. And then I was like, oh no, I think I actually want to like work with you because you seem like you know what you're doing and you look bomb. And you had a great personality and you're super friendly. Yeah, I got
show them, girl.
I got guns now. We go show up our guns. So we met through Facebook randomly, but I'm so glad we did.
So my next question is, what about Boss Babe Fitness Academy was interesting to you? Why did you invest with me versus finding someone local in San Antonio to help you with your goals?
Okay, I made a little list here. My eyes are darting. Okay, so I love how completely in tune you are to me. That was the first thing, is that I've never had somebody that I could relate with so well. Someone who you are a normal person who struggles with the same stuff that we do. So you're not some like crazy gung ho. Like you understand that sometimes it's hard and you want to drink alcohol in a social situation, or you know, and that to me was really inspiring, because I was like, okay, if she could do this, then I could do this too. Another thing is that you always listen to me from the very beginning. I really felt like you soaked in everything I've told you, and you really tailored my program to me. There wasn't a one size fits all for this program. It was hearing what my needs were and then being able to custom tailor a program that would work for me. So that was a big one. Also, you are always super knowledgeable. Everything I've asked you, you always have an explanation for, or you have a knowledge behind most of the material, because you're a nutritionist and a fitness expert. You're not just some friend that I have that works out. This is what you do for a living. But I also love going back to the realness of you, that when there were questions that you didn't know, you took the time to go and do the research and find that out for yourself. So, on a specific subject matter or topic. Like I remember about the cooking with coconut oil versus olive oil question. Yeah. And you said, yeah, I'm going to do my research and find out. And you did.
Same with when you were starting intermittent fasting with me. You had a question about bone broth. And I was like, I'll be back.
Yeah. And I love that because we, in a sense, kind of went through this journey together. So I love that about you. And then you always still reminded me of my goals. Even in the beginning, especially, sometimes there were times where I'm like, oh, this Triana, like she's going to have me doing this. I don't want to have to do this. Your ultimate goal was to make sure that I hit my goals. So excuses aren't really, you don't give into excuses because your ultimate goal is to help me to reach my goals. And then also I love watching you on social media too. I love all your posts. I think your content is super unique and creative, and I'm like addicted to the Gianna channel. So those are the reasons I love working with you in this program.
So I was looking for something that was going to be different than what I had done in the past. I'd never done anything online like this before. And for me, I needed something that was more flexible, where I could do it on my own time and on my own hours, because since I am working with clients all day, I don't have the time to meet someone at the gym at X time and be expected to show up. Whereas when I'm working with you, you can give me my workout, we can meet here and there, but you've already run me through everything I need to do and I can do it on my own. So the flexibility was probably the biggest catch for me for the Boss Babe Fitness Academy and working with you. And then as far as you specifically, we just had that immediate connection. I thought we were BFFs and we had only known each other for one day. I was like, who is this girl? And so we just had that initial connection. Our personalities really line up. You are very motivating, out there, helping, which is something that I need because I'm the same way. So if someone can't level up my energy, it's not going to work out. And so you could meet my energy where it was and maybe even go higher, which is needed for my fitness journey. And also just the information and knowledge that you had around fitness and health was just impressive. So that's what drew me to it.
So next question is, what progress have you made with your nutrition?
Let's see. I've definitely been learning a lot about the macros, understanding the density of what types of foods hold what nutritional value. So that is a whole new ball game that I never knew I would be, counting macros in my head and learning, all the nutritional things just popping up in my head. I do still use the MyFitnessPal, which is helpful because I still would like to stay in my calorie goal and still be knowledgeable of not going over and staying too under.
Yeah.
So as far as the nutrition goes, definitely with working with the percentage of macros was the biggest thing, I would say. But also learning to just definitely implement a lot more vegetables in my life, especially during lunch and dinner.
Oh, I'm don't get emotional. Y'all, you don't understand. Claire was with me before Boss Babe Fitness Academy. I remember spending time on your coaching calls, and you're like, girl, what's going on with you? And I just I hate my job. I just want to quit so bad. And now I'm finally free and doing this full time. And it's just really cool because you've been with me literally for so long and seen me grow as a coach, and I got in to help you grow as a client. And so I don't know, this is just a very special interview for me right now. I love you.
Yes. Oh, I'm tearing up. Yes.
I know, I'm don't cry. So my next question to you is, what progress have you made with your nutrition, your mindset, and with your workouts?
Okay. Oh my gosh. Night and day. Everything in my life has changed. My whole life has changed from this program. Nutrition wise, intermittent fasting is a big one. Now it just becomes a habit for me. Personally, I do the 16-hour fast, which is I stop eating at about 7:30, and I don't eat again pretty much until lunchtime, after lunch. I was always a breakfast person, but what you helped me to realize is when you work out and you have those empty what am I saying? You don't need those carbs in you to burn on your workout. That is how I started losing weight, was having working out on an empty stomach, because you still had carbs in you from the night before. And so all of that, so my body got used to doing that kind of fasting. Now we do a once a month, 24-hour fast in order to reset insulin levels and reap all these benefits. So just fasting was so scary to me, and you've really taught me nutrition-wise how to do that. Also, nutrition-wise, portion control. I was raised in a family where I always ate big portions. So one thing that I love about you is that I tried all these other programs that made me quit things, cut things out completely, cutting carbs, cutting stuff. And you know what? I'm not good at cutting things, because when you do that, that's the recipe for insanity. So for me, it's like, okay, look, I love pizza. So what I'm going to do now is reward myself for a slice of pizza, and have a slice of pizza, but not go overboard and say, okay, I'm going to limit myself to the one slice of pizza or the one cookie or whatever. And I think that is a much more sustainable lifestyle, and it has worked for me. Yeah. Okay. So yes. Okay. So there's nutrition. Small awards, not going extreme works best. Okay. Mindset. Doing what I say I'm going to do. That's a big one. Because we all say that we want to do that, but having someone to hold you accountable, I mean, eventually you want to be in a strong enough mindset where you can hold yourself accountable on your own.
Yes.
But having somebody there to help hold you accountable, I think everybody needs that, especially in the beginning.
Yeah.
And so some people we could go into what motivates you. I know I'm more fear motivated. I know, oh my gosh, what's Joanna going to think if I don't show up with my stats this week? Right? And that's a good motivator for me. So mindset, and then also the power of positivity. You really show me how to accept your situation, to realize your situation is never that serious.
Yeah.
It's never that bad. And to really practice gratitude and morning reflection, getting up in the mornings, getting out of bed, and practicing, being positive, the power of positivity. That one's huge. The last thing I've changed is workouts. So now I'm a daily runner. I was not a runner a year ago at all. Really that running I can do. And how we started with running was I started with timed running, not distance. So you told me, okay, anybody can run for 2 minutes. So I'd run for 2 minutes, walk for 1 minute. Eventually I'd run for 3 minutes, walk for 1 minute. And eventually I'd say, okay, I'm just going to run the first mile and then walk. So I just literally built up a running tolerance over a year.
Yep.
And so now I am running every day, running in the mornings. And then I also am always doing the gym in the afternoon. I feel blessed and lucky that I get to do that. I have my running with the jogger with the baby, by the way. I have a 2-year-old in the morning. And then we do strength training, a lot of, whatever it is, targeting that body for that day. And then the other thing is, another thing you taught me is having fun and mixing it up, especially on the weekends. I love Zumba. I love different things. I'm one of those that loves doing a yoga class here or an acro yoga class here or doing different things. Some people like a total routine, and that's okay. But having fun and mixing up your working out is important too.
And to give you guys, ladies, some perspective, this academy is not just about what you eat and what you put in your mouth or how many reps you can do in the gym. It's about a holistic approach to health and fitness. So we deal with mindset, nutrition, and physical exercise, because to me, that is how you get like a sustainable health and fitness journey for the long term.
Yes. Okay. So mindset for me was kind of like, I love how you put it. It's holistic, because usually when I did programs, it was just the fitness aspect of it, which is also why Boss Babes is appealing to me, because I have a lot of mindset blocks when it comes to like fitness and just in general. And so Gianna really helped me break down those barriers, specifically around like being impatient. Like sometimes I can be impatient when it comes to like my health and fitness, because I'm like a person who wants like instant results. And I'm like, if it's not here now, then like it's never coming. But she helped me like realize that this is a process, it's a journey. And like it was great to like go on that journey, and now at the end of it seeing like, oh crap, like you were actually right, Gianna, it was a whole journey and I made it to the end. So that mindset of like, I've got a lot more patience, which has not only helped me with like my fitness, but also helps me like in my relationships in life and my friendships and stuff like that. So it went further than just like fitness and health. So my mindset was definitely much better than it was going into this. As far as fitness, I'm definitely much stronger. Like I got guns now. I hope you can see that.
Abs. Her abs are sexy.
I can't show you my abs now, but they are awesome. I mean, it's just I have on a leotard, but I can't take it off. I would show you if it wasn't there, but they are, yeah, I have pop-in abs now. So that is amazing. That was like one of my focus areas. So I was really glad that we were able to get my abs where I really wanted them to be. So that was super exciting. And then as far as my health, whoa, that's like a complete 180 because I no longer like when someone says fast food, I'm just like, ew, like what? Where before I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm all in. So I am like a macros pro. Like if you don't know what macros are, work with Gianna and she can teach you all about it. But I know like how to balance my carbs, my fats, and my proteins without like even thinking about it now. It's just like ingrained in me now from her telling me about it over and over in a helpful way. And yeah, so like my health is completely transformed. I know what I need to eat, how much of it I need to eat, and more importantly, what to eat for my goals and for my body type. So it's been awesome.
Oh, I also just signed up for a 5K. So something that I never thought I would have ever done before, run a 5 or 10K. I just signed up. It's going to be my first one in June. So it is a little ways away, but I'm excited. And then once I finish that first 5K, I will sign up for a 10K next.
Yay! You just literally ran 6 miles this week. So I'm like, she can totally crush it. And then hopefully marathon.
Sorry, the running is something I definitely have been wanting to still incorporate a lot of. I would love to be able to just add more miles and more miles down the road and just be able to run for a pretty long time.
Yeah. And where were you before Boss Babes with your running?
Oh, I could probably barely run a mile.
So you hadn't mentioned though, what did you just do last weekend?
I ran my first half marathon. It was the most empowering feeling I've ever felt, literally in my life. And even more than, I would say more than giving birth. I don't know. It's just different. I got this high that I've never experienced. Now I know what a runner's high feels like. And I got it at the very end of my run when everyone else was fizzled out. I got this like huge empowering, like I had my rap song on and I just whizzed past all these people and I've never in my life felt that way.
Yes, it is like such a surreal experience when you do that because it takes a lot of time to train for that. And Claire literally has been training for months for this one day for a couple of hour event and then done. And it is just so cool to be able to go from I hate running, I don't run, to running 2 minutes at a time to literally running 13.1. So proud of you, coach.
Okay, so now I feel like I have like a real routine. Whereas before I was just like, okay, I'm gonna work out here, I'm gonna do this there, I'm gonna do this. But now I like meal prep now, which I wasn't doing before.
That's
so
on the plan.
Yes, and I like mass meal prep with like tons of vegetables. Like my favorite thing probably as far as food that she's been like telling me to do is like mass produce vegetables, which I just put them on a pan and like put them in the oven. And it's just so easy. Like she was very helpful creating easy ways for me to stay healthy and fit because as you can imagine, as an entrepreneur and as a business coach, I just don't have that time. So, my day-to-day now is a lot more efficient with the tactics that Gianna's taught me, or I guess you. Why am I talking like I'm not talking to you? But the people that are listening, that taught me. So my day is a lot more productive, a lot more effective. It's a lot more like structure for me is good. Structure for other people might not be, but I love the new structure that I have. Like I wake up early, I do my workouts, I'm meal prepping, I'm doing my work, I'm doing some meditation now, like all these things that I wasn't doing before that you've encouraged me to like infiltrate into my life. So I love my new balanced day. It's a lot more balanced, I would say.
Yeah.
I feel motivated to just try to do better each and every week. So like with the food prepping and with knowing that, okay, maybe Saturday and Sunday could be a time to relax and enjoy your weekend, but Monday through Friday, you need to be implementing healthy choices and new goals just to like keep at it, just so it dominates your entire week to where you're staying focused.
Yeah.
I like it. It's like, okay, here comes Monday again. Let's make sure we're drinking enough water. We have packing the right foods to bring to work. And so I'll have this routine. Sometimes I'll get up go try to run a couple miles just to, get the blood going, get ready for work. And then on the way home, just go straight to the gym and do some weights or whatever, and come home, and then I can just relax.
Yes, and you deserved it because you put in all of the work to invest in yourself, going to work, making money, getting your miles in, weightlifting, and then when you get home, there's no sense of guilt that like, oh, I should be doing this because you invested in yourself first, and now you get to invest in the other part of yourself, which is relaxing. What would you tell someone watching this video who is just starting out on their health and fitness journey, looking to make a change, but not really seeing the results that they want?
So I would say stick with the program because numbers don't lie. It took me about a solid month to actually start seeing results. A lot of times your body is like starting to drop some water weight, but to actually starting to see definition, you really have to stick with it. And the first few weeks are always the hardest of anything that you do. So, I would say just being honest with you, Triana, about, okay, hey, I didn't do this, or here were my struggles this week, so that you can accurately coach us and continue to tailor our program to what's going to help us. But ultimately, you can't help us unless you have data and you have numbers. Yes. So that is so important. It's annoying to have to track your macros, your food, all of that, but you have to have that in order to be successful, especially in the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely. Because if I don't know and you don't know, then we can't solve a problem with no information. And also the one thing I want to add to that is like, yeah, numbers are very important, especially when you're tracking food and stuff like that, and being honest with me, like, hey, I didn't do this so I can know what you're doing and not doing. But then also like focusing more so on the habits, because if you focus on nailing down these habits, drinking your water, exercising, eating a certain kind of way, the results will come. Like it's impossible for you to eat clean and work out for 2 years and not see results. Like it just doesn't work like that. That's not science. And so don't get so caught up on what the scale is saying, because your body does go through all of these changes at first because you're shocking it. It doesn't know what you're doing. But the numbers will come if you focus on the habits and just nailing those down.
And quick, can I just add that it's okay to not want to do the shit. Like it's okay to say, oh my God, this sucks. I have to do this because I said I would do it. We're not all, chipper positive, you too, every day. Sometimes you just have to do it. And there have been times where I'm like, I don't want to do this at all, but I have to do it because I told her I would do it. And then you're always glad that you did. And those moments are those days are the days that are going to help you grow stronger and eventually be able to sustain that type of lifestyle and mindset on your own.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm so happy you said that. Claudia is also really good about that. She will literally post in our private Facebook group, y'all, I did not want to do this workout today. It was the last thing I wanted to do. Like I literally had to fight with myself, but I showed up for myself. And because of that, I feel tremendously happy right now because I committed to myself and I stuck to my word. And we need to stick to our word more as people, especially women, just because so many things fall on our shoulders that if we don't show up for ourselves, who is, This is your goal. No one else's.
Yes.
So thank you for adding that because that's really good.
I would say just go for it. It doesn't matter. It's always going to be very achievable in the end. And you're in a place right now where you don't know and you're confused. So just sign up, do it, and then in the end you'll feel empowered and knowledgeable.
You gotta get some help. You can't do it on your own. Hit up somebody like Gianna who's actually done this before successfully. Like you're gonna keep telling yourself that I got it. Like you can YouTube the most videos in the world and you will never be able to get to where you're gonna get without that one-on-one personal help from someone like Gianna. So I would say stop trying to do it on your own. Get some real help. Sign up for Boss Babes because you need it.
Love it. What has been the most rewarding part about joining Boss Babe Fitness Academy, and would you recommend it to others?
So for me, I think I don't want to pinpoint one. I would literally say like the holistic transformation. Like I couldn't just say, oh, it's my mindset that was the best. It was literally like the combination of the mindset, the fitness, and the nutrition that literally was like the best part of it all. It was just the combination of it. Because like if I just did something where it was just the mindset, then I wouldn't have the other two. And then I was already doing something that was just the fitness and not the other two. So you really have to have them all three together in order for there to be results. And so I would 100% recommend Boss Babes to any other Boss Babes out there. It's been a very great experience for me, very eye-opening, truly transformational. And I would definitely recommend it for anyone and everyone who really wants to master their mindset, their nutrition, and their fitness.
Just overall building a new relationship with fitness and with you. And I would say just definitely getting to check out these new nice arms.
Yes. What has been the most rewarding part about joining the Boss Babe Fitness Academy, and would you recommend it to someone else who's watching this video?
Absolutely. 5,000%. I mean, there's so many other different programs out there. I've tried a lot of them. For me personally, not only has it been about Gianna and you as a leader who I've trusted so much and who have shown me all these results, but now we have this whole community of women. We have this arsenal of women now. The power of social media is beautiful.
Yeah.
Who are going through the same things that you are. And therefore you're going to have support from these people, and you're going to have them holding you accountable. So it's really fun. We have all of these different contests, and there's so much. So the last thing I would like to share about this whole thing is, like, if you're considering it and if you're on the brink, you're not sure, but you know you want to make a change, just join the program. It will be the best investment that you could have made. If you can invest in vacations, new clothes, going out to eat, then you can make a decision to invest in the most important thing in the world, which is your health and your fitness and your self-worth.
Yeah.
The hardest part is just getting started. Don't feel like you have to tackle this alone. So that would be my biggest advice, is to take that leap and join us.
Would you do it all over again?
For surezies.
Okay, why?
Again, it's just like, it was something that I haven't done before, and I'm really big about like stepping outside the box and like doing things that you haven't done before. And then like, now that I've done it before, it's like, okay, now I know all the things not to do, like all the stuff, and then like redoing it over again just to see how it goes the second time, because I feel like I would get even better. I got great results, but I feel like I would get even better results a second time. And then two, it was just a good experience, like the community that you're in, all the other girls in the program who are super motivating, you being so motivating. Overall, I would do it again because it was just an awesome experience.
Would you do it all over again?
Yes, I would.
Why?
Because it worked for me, and it changed my lifestyle, and it got me to the better, happier place that I was looking to be at, for sure.
Is there anything else you'd like to share?
Gianna is thebomb.com. And so you would be absolutely crazy not to work with her. Like I said, like, she's become like a best friend in this whole process. Like, I feel like, I mean, after we're done, I mean, well, I've graduated now, like, I feel like we're still going to be like really good friends, even for like years to come. So like, the friendships that were made in this process have been awesome, and like something that I really wasn't expecting. Like, you don't expect to be like friends with your fitness trainer, right? It's like, who does that? And so also, like, she really cares. Like, if I like could say anything about you, Gianna, like, you care like more than like a lot of people that I know. And like, I remember like one time, like, it was like our first thing, I was telling you who I was, you knew that I was a business coach, and then like the very first workout, you said, oh, okay, you're going to do these exercises, and while you do these exercises, you can listen to your podcast. Because I had told you that I listened to my business coaching podcast, and that I felt that working out was going to take me away from my business. And so I just thought it was like super thoughtful that you kept that in mind, that like my work, I didn't want to compromise my work for fitness. And so now I was not sacrificing my work for fitness, and I could do both at the same time. And it's just like those little things that you don't think about that she's thinking about. Like, she will remember everything about you, every single conversation. I'm like, she has other clients, but it's like you feel like you're the only client. And like, she will remember everything. I mean, maybe she takes awesome notes, or maybe her brain is just like so great. But she literally will remember everything, and she will fit things to your needs. So like, if you're nervous about like, oh, I have this issue, or I don't think I can do this because of that, like, she'll work around it no matter what. Like, I have like shin splints and like all these things, and like, she modified like everything for me. and I'm sure I was like annoying the whole time. And like she kept her cool and was like just motivated and positive, because you know, like things can get frustrating, like as like in anything. And so she's very good about like keeping your mind right and keeping you leveled. And so she's just super accommodating and super, super helpful and caring. And so I would definitely say you need to work with her because she is amazing.
Oh, well, thank you. That was amazing. And one thing that you said was, I'm really good at like accommodating workouts and like the nutrition and really meeting my clients where they are. And then just one more point I wanted to add is, in addition to that, I definitely will accommodate anything that you need, but I'm also going to push you when things don't make sense, to challenge you, because like maybe you're approaching this, I want this change because it's not something I'm used to doing, but the whole point of this is to get uncomfortable. So
yeah, now you make me speak again. But yes, I would definitely say that she definitely challenges, because like I said, like I am like usually in my role, I'm the one who's making the decisions. So I felt like I needed to be making a lot of decisions. But I loved how she was able to check me when I thought I was right. Not that it was wrong and right, but she knew what she was talking about. And she did it in a respectful way and told me like the pros and cons of everything. And then we made a decision together. And she was just very collaborative. But when she needed to take the reins and do it on her own and state her claim, like she was also able to do that in a nice and most friendliest way and make the best decision for me. Because we as the person who's like doing the workout, we think we know what we're doing. But in all honesty, if we knew what we were doing, we wouldn't be in the program. And so I love how you were able to push me when I need to be pushed and challenge me when I need to be challenged.
anything else you'd like to share? Anything?
I would say I recommend you to everybody. I think that you've done a wonderful job. I think that anybody who does go through your program, and by the end of it, they can just say that it has worked for them, for sure. And I know that you are not just like a one-size-fits-all kind of coach, that you personally, help people target what it is that they are looking to do better in, or just progress in and whatnot. And I know that you can definitely help people, individually with what they're trying to acquire, for sure.
And ladies, those of you who are watching this in the Boss Babe Fitness community group, that is our free group for women who are career oriented, looking to have community and accountability on your health and fitness journey. But we also have a private group for paid members. And then there I go live every single week and answer questions for my girls. We're going to be doing coronavirus planning. And I also run challenges. So we do challenges, paid contests, really fun things. So you will have me as a coach to help you, but you'll also have people like Claire to help cheer you on or answer your questions when you're feeling stuck or when you want to celebrate your wins. So like she said, like if you're thinking about doing this, whether it's with me or not, to be honest, like go get some help and invest in yourself. This is not just about joining the Boss Babe Fitness Academy or not. This is about finally deciding that you are going to level up on your health and fitness journey, because living the way you are is not working. So decide to just do something different. It's that simple.